Our first story began in the far north, with a small chieftain by the name of Haraldur Fairhair, where his bloodline and dynasty eventually so widespread it was around the world, and his bloodline rose to emperorship from the very small beginnings that it once had. Now, we go far to the south, southeast as it were, where a new story in that same timeline needs to be told. One of Isla Wena of Jubba, a 27-year-old sadistic man who's not particularly fond of being a ruler, but is incredibly zealous for his faith. Him, tucked away with his lone county and one son, looks to at the very least secure his borders so that his family can live in peace from here on out. He doesn't care too much for glory or growing his borders or creating an emperorship, but perhaps those later on will. Welcome back to Crusader Kings III, everybody. It's exciting to be back. If I sound a little off, I'm still a little sick. That's part of the reason I was gone. Still got a little cough, of course. But yeah, I had some personal family stuff happen, and then I got sick literally like 2 days after, and it was rather rough. But I'm excited to be back, to be playing Crusader Kings III, and I'm excited to be telling the story of Isla Wena of Jubba. There's a few people I was debating, but I really like starting small, and we're we're kind of tucked away in Africa, way down here. Again, we're starting in 867, so if we come back up here, our dear boy Haraldur is still alive and well, still an amazing character to start. Our character is not so lucky to be so great, so it's going to be a bit of a harder start, but we will have opportunity here to see where we go from here. Our neighbors are rather big, and they aren't big fans of us, but they also don't hate us. So we have some opportunity here, and I think what I'll first want to do is, he's got 2 boys, that's unfortunate. I want to marry somebody for an alliance. Now, our character has a boy. We have a son. Let's take a look. He's got decent stats. We are patient, sadistic, and zealous. So again, not great, and we're conscientious scribe. Again, we're not phenomenally built. We have no spouse. And there are no parents known to this child, so we don't know who we were married to once or where this heir came from. So let's get ourselves married. We need to arrange a marriage for ourselves, and let's see what we can get. We're 27, so we want somebody who's going to be around for a while. We have entirely no options. Okay. Our spy master, our courtier, and all of our courtiers. If I wipe this away and say our son, okay. Nope, there's just not a lot of options. That's really rough. All right, well, diligent, chaste, we don't want. That's a bad thing. Gregarious, forgiving, and deceitful could be good. She's 24, so she's a little younger. Her stats are pretty great. Our best stat is diplomacy. That's probably where we're gonna focus. All right, Kibak, welcome. You're our spy master as well, so it'll be good to marry our spy master. We'll send the proposal. We'll lose 100 prestige in the process because we're marrying lowborn. But again, out here in the deserts of Africa, we don't have a lot of options. You take what comes your way. So we're gonna propose that marriage, and we're also gonna choose a life path. Learning is our main one. Your wards can get additional skills, can become your friends, open-minded, different culture opinion, scientific, cultural fascination progress goes up, in development county, we got planned that. I mean, these are okay. They're eventually great, because it makes sense because he's zealous, but he's also clearly diplomatic. That's his best skill. Though learning isn't terrible. Clergy opinion of me would be better. Convert faith in county faster. Piety per night would go up, so every time we have knights, we gain more piety. Defender of the faith. And then theologian, which gets us piety. Whole of body is great because if we can get this, we basically just live a lot longer. Or we could go diplomacy. It's tough. It's very, very tough decision to make. I think for the sake of his personality, it makes sense for him to be this way. So I think we'll take a health boost early. We'll gain another addition. Actually, you know what? Let's just go straight 3 to our learning. Let's just do it. We'll become a learned ruler. Again, a patient man who doesn't care much for expanding his borders. Makes sense as to why he might not go diplomacy. We can declare some wars. Before we do any of that, I want to check a couple of things. This is all the fun of starting up fresh. Our council, for one. I adore our court shaman. I love the look. Brave, forgiving, and honest. He's a conscientious scribe and a theologian, so he's really far down that tree. He's unlanded, and I love the name Jubba, by the way. That also pulled me real close to this character. And our wife, of course. So, do we have anybody better for Marshall? Nope. Do we have anybody in our court that we can bring in? We do. Oh my goodness. An outstanding schemer, an elusive shadow, a seductress, lustful, cynical woman. She's 39, but she just knows what she likes. Wow. Yes. How much money do I have and can I recruit you? It'll be almost everything I have, but I'm going to pull you in here because I'm going to make you my spy master. It would immediately, we have this woman who's visiting us who's just, the way she speaks and carries herself at court, the way when she takes just a few moments of my time at a gathering, really pulls me in and kind of just speaks to me with an elegance that has my ear, and then she says something to throw you off, something that's just a little dangerous. I like it. All right. As for my wife, I'd like to romance her. A 0% chance. She just doesn't like me enough, I guess. She's forgiving and gregarious, and I'm sadistic. I'm in both ways. So we're just gonna have to sway her for a bit first. We need our wife to enjoy us as best we can. All right. So we're very religious, but here's the thing. I wanted to check a couple things, as I said earlier, and I know I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but I'm excited to be playing again. I want to look at our religion, because I don't know it. Somali religion here. Somali culture, rather. That's not what I wanted. Walim, is that the name of our religion? Wakism. Unreformed Oromo Somali faith. The world is ruled by many deities, but they are all subject to the highest one, Wak, the god of the sky. Rain and life is brought down from us above. And we're unreformed right now. Okay. So, communal identity. Conversion speed is fast. So basically it's a communal religion. It's very important for us to have everybody kind of believing what we believe. Same faith, opinion of each other is +10. Sacred childbirth. I actually want to read this. Our faith and our cultures are intrinsically linked together. This practice strengthens the bonds of our community, though it tends to exclude foreigners. Fair enough. Then you've got sacred childbirth. Mothers are less likely to die in childbirth, and children are less likely to be sickly or stillborn, and fertility is +10. So we need to create children fast. We are an only person of our family, by the way. After our heir dies, like that's it, just the 2 of us, game over. And sanctity of nature. Advantage in the jungle. Attrition taken in the jungle is less. Same thing with taiga. Great. Construction Gold Coast, though, is up by 10%. So we love the forest. We fight better in the forest. Hey, brave, just, and compassionate are our virtues. Callous, arbitrary, and craven are our sins. It's a male-dominated, a pluralist religion. It is utter folly to say that there is only one right interpretation of divine will, and that all the others' views are wrong. Each of us have our own way of worshiping Wak. Okay, so everybody's kind of independent in that way. As long as we all worshiping Wak, you do it in your way. Temple holdings are leased out to their holder's realm, their realm priest, who then serve them as a theocratic vessel, which is why it's important for our religious leader to like us, so they pay taxes. Monogamous, always allowed. Legitimization, okay, we can divorce whenever we want, but only one wife at a time. We can legitimize bastards. And this is marriage between cousins, aunts, nephews, uncles, and nieces is allowed. Sexual relations between cousin, aunts, and nephews, uncles, and nieces will not... Okay. You can bang within, pretty close to the family, it seems. The family tree likes only a few branches. Same-sex relations are shunned, but it's not criminal. Deviancy is shunned, but not criminal. So bang away, you'll get in trouble, but you won't be super, super in trouble. Male adultery is criminal, as is female. Witchcraft is a criminal. And kinslaying close kin is criminal. Got it. Clergy doctrines. Clerical foundation control. Anybody can be a cleric. Rulers appoint their own realm priest or court chaplain. The realm priest or court chaplain can be fired and replaced by a new appointee. Okay? We have control over who our court chaplain is. And clerical marriages are allowed. And we can reform it if we choose to, and we might. Maybe that'll be our end goal for this one. To have a reformed faith out here. All right, I kind of understand it now. I don't think I can declare war or raid. Oh no, I can counter, I can conquer. Are we, we can raid. Fantastic. Other things we need a physician. I don't think our court has a great one. Let's take a look. Our court shaman actually should just... I'm fine with our court shaman kind of being our physician. It makes sense. I don't have the money. Okay, that's fine. I'm making a little gold a month. What else do we need to get done here? We can declare some wars. 2 food champions. I'm not worried about it. Okay. I think we're mostly ready for timeline to begin. I just want to make sure we're good on our culture. So we're not the head of our culture. That's fine. We may not be the head of our culture for some time, if ever. We'll see what the future holds. In our house, we are the only 2 living. Actually, if we open our dynasty tree, wow, we are the absolute only ones in our dynasty. We build our dynasty from the ground up in this playthrough. I absolutely love it. All right, my dear friend, Isla Nuena, it is time to begin building your legacy. So we're gonna unpause and we just need time to pass. Wedding celebration. With my marriage to Islanad Hibak, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. Well, how much? 75 gold, I think we're just gonna end up taking it. Because we can spend it. Though the prestige gain is extraordinarily valuable. I think, though, I'm gonna take the money so we can continue setting up and preparing ourselves. Though, this is tough early on. Yeah, let's take the cash. We'll take the money, and now we're married. Fantastic. We had a nice little celebration. We invited, like, the 3 people in our court, and, you know, we're very happy to have them. Now we can look to our shaman here, who is, like I said, a brave, forgiving, and honest man. And we'll say, hey, we want to offer you the position of court physician, please. Now, I don't know if we have a lot of people in our court that are worthy of giving our son to educate. He's 2 years old. I'd like to have him educated with somebody who can provide him a decent skill. And his focus right now, he's mostly military or diplomatic. So our Cordia Lula might be the one we want to go to. Though Midas touched and having him focus on economics could be incredible. Honestly, okay. We took the money, like you said, we're all about securing our future. If we're the only ones in our family, we as our father, as this one guy, is just looking to make things as secure as possible. And we're in a poor part of the world right now, in this time frame, a poor country with 1 county. We want to make sure our boy is going to be good with money. So we're going to have him send a proposal. And then when he is able to get educated, we will have him focus on being stewardly. I think we're gonna go ahead and immediately reinvest as well soon. Maybe some, we've got people at war over here raiding, okay. 82 gold is what we need. Let's speed things up a bit. Yeah, a bunch of raiding is gonna happen. If we see them moving toward us, we'll get ready. For now, we're okay. Their troops are better than ours. think we're gonna raise our men as raiders here, and we're gonna start hitting some areas and hoping for some good loot. To our north, we can definitely make some money, and I believe he's currently embroiled in being raided by a bunch, so hopefully his men are mostly distracted elsewhere. I did send for champions because we're in need of them. A homely man, so he's a bit on the ugly side, and he's rather arbitrary, but he's good with the sword. And that's exactly what we need in the moment. And I believe he might even become our marshal. He will. He'll fire the other guy, but somebody who's a bit better with military tactics. Sway religious convictions. I've gotten an idea in my attempts to align Islam Habik in my interests. With the right arguments, I may be able to convince her that I'm acting not merely in my own interest, but the interest of Ebo himself. Must be one of the gods. I don't know a god of what, though. We can try and make her believe, because we're learned folk. Or I can just keep the diplomatic niceties, but she's my wife and I want to sway her. And it worked. She gained 50 opinion of me. We swayed her. And now I wonder if I can... Well, we'll let that keep going for now. I want her to like me 100 at least. Okay. So this has 16 gold in it, so we're going to try and... I was going to try and raid it and run, but... My son and heir, Cicid, is an unusually calm child. When the others play their wild games, he often withdraws to a silent corner. He does not speak a lot, but I can tell he's always thinking about something. So he became pensive, which is great for actually exactly what we want him to be. The fact that we know that about him at 3 years old is also mind-blowing and impressive. Well, we're gonna lose this fight, so we're just gonna let that go. Unfortunate. We didn't lose anybody important, though, and we had another champion arrive? No, he's just our marshal still. I was really hoping he was gonna be a bit too distracted to stop us, but that was not the case. Maybe we could try raiding here instead. Are we not raiders now because we got beaten down? Like, what happened? Alright, we have somebody else arriving that's a decent personal soldier, but bad at everything else. He's also a desert warrior, which could be great. Again, fantastic for one-on-one fighting. Everybody's just been raided everywhere. Can we try again? No. Why can't I raid? Okay, we took something. We got some money and prestige, baby. We got in and out. Look at that. Now our men love us. What can I say? Now we're just gonna hide. And our wife enjoys us even further. I'm gonna cancel this now. At 90, I'm fine. I want to romance her. Why can't I romance her? Her opinion of me is 90, god dang it. Well, how about, what if I seduce her? There's a 45% chance I can get my wife's pants, guys. Poggers? I'd like to try and raid him now. Why can't I? Alright, our last champion that we summoned is here. He's 18 and a forest fighter. Don't murder him, Mathas. Recruit him, the opposite. Alright, let's see if we can try and hit this. Actually, just go here and let's let our men recover. We got some money, disband, go home, dab your way out of existence. Oof, looks like this guy's not having a good time. And suddenly, he's all by himself. It looks like they fractured in the north, and this is actually our first opportunity. In order to grow strong, we're not stupid. We know we need a little bit of strength behind us, and our numbers for our men are not good enough to hold that. So, instead, we're going to go in and move in and counter the county. We can eventually create a duchy out of it, but for now, he's got way less men. We're going to raise our armies, and we're going to make this work for us. Though his men are so much better looking than ours, No, never mind. He does not have a lot. New translation. So while we're at war, something happened. More than anything, my quest to be a learned man is teaching me how much I do not know yet. What more, there must be so much knowledge that has been lost to the ages as books fall apart or languages are forgotten. Perhaps I could contribute by making a new translation of one of the classic works. We could translate something personal. We might gain a lifestyle perk, but it gives us +1 learning. Something grand. Or it sounds too hard. Okay, well, each one does the same exact thing. In our particular ruler, the way I kind of interpreted him is he's very family focused because he's only got him and his son. He wants there to be more. So he'll really detail the beginnings of our family. What mysterious history that may or may not be. Oh, we don't have enough soldiers to win this fight, so we're gonna go fight him personally. And hopefully win because we have a lot. Okay. One of my scribes isn't making edits to my translations of my family history without my knowledge. I simply wanted to make it as good as it could be. You liked it, whatever you thought it was your own work. I will make you pay. You will never copy a text for everyone again. I spend 75 prestige, and the translation quality improves. The translation quality will improve faster, and it'll be concluded faster, or I will make you pay. And I terrify my courtiers. I lose 3 prestige a month for 5 years. Dang. This is pretty good, actually. I guess I'm just going to let him do it. I can't really afford much else. We're going to unpause here, let this fight continue. It's going to help us. Okay, we actually captured the leader. So we couldn't take this. I wasn't expecting to capture the leader. That's not why we came over to fight here. I came over to fight here because it was going to work out for us. Maybe give us some war score and then, I don't know, hold out. But we actually were able to snag the leader because they're so small like us. He's leading the battle. And we can simply end it. The evil Islan Wena. May Allah destroy your house. You are much greater a foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So we gain some prestige, and we grow a little bit. Our army will allow itself to be doubled. Now, I don't know if I can sacrifice these people. I can torture him. We might discover a secret. We lose stress because we're sadistic. We gain dread, and we spend 100 prestige. Eh. And it's not like the Norse religion, so interesting. We can kind of invade like we were the Norse religion, but we don't get anything. We'll take the 24. We don't get anything else out of that. We have to murder. So getting our piety up is going to be a bit more difficult. We'll disband our army. And now, let's see. You're doing religious relations. We don't need to convert. We probably want to up the control over here, so we're going to send our marshal that way. And our domestic affairs are being taken care of just fine. Juba's got a little bit more military presence now that we've pulled that together. Once these are full, we basically doubled it. We'll be near 500. And with 82 gold, we can now also start worrying about making more money. So we'll reinvest into markets here. Our supply limit will go up. Where do we want to go? More army. Spearman and armor damage goes up. I mean, we want all this eventually. The markets are faster. The money's valuable. I'm also going to put a regiment together soon. Ooh, we can do camel riders. But we just spent most of our prestige on getting a marketplace up. Our southern neighbor has 12 men to their name. They're having a hard time. We could just conquer the county in the name of our religion. And I don't really know what they could do about it, but they're already being... Yeah, they're already being sieged, so I don't think I could siege in time. They're at war with... They're defending, so we're going to see the two sides, I think, bop up in size a bit here. Sadamo is going to get this county, probably. And Mogadishu is probably going to pick off this one. How about you? You're small. Logdare, you're alone. No, you have a lot of men, though. 800 is your max, and if you got that all, it'd be bad. A powerful vassal demands a council position. I mean, you just have one city. Okay, we got the ransom out. I'm actually going to spend the money very quickly on this man here. He's a guest, he's a forgiving lackey, but he's a brilliant strategist, a journaler, a cautious leader, and just got great overall just skills for as a future teacher, perhaps. So we'll throw him 3 gold. I don't know who you are. You're just a prisoner. Just hang. I can hold on and kill you later when I'm just in a bad mood. Dakar is also fracturing. Things are rough around here, so maybe jumping into some alliances is a bad first call. Okay, we just saw the war end. He's still defending. Yeah, we're gonna wait until the siege ends. Something unusual. Anyone can buy a token of affection, big or small. If I want to impress Island, my wife, I should send her something truly special. So what do we want to do? What do we think she likes? She likes money. She's an indulgent wastrel. A reminder of our first meeting, a seashell was somehow involved. A symbol. I'll give her a seashell. Let's see how that ends up going. My guess, not well. Oh, she loved it. She loved the seashell. I'm a smooth man. What can I say? Okay. So let's see how this war now goes. I just want to see how this ends up going here. This is going to really dictate how the future goes for her. Yep, there we go. Okay, so exactly what I assumed was going to happen happened. And we're kind of sandwiched in a little bit. We may need to be focusing on this guy here. Though, honestly, he doesn't have a lot of men. And only 4 champions. And we have, I think, more champions than that. More piety would be great. We just have no reason to go for here. So, I think I'm going to send my mans over to here and get him to fabricate a county on this duchy for us here. Or this county here, so I have a way in and I can grab this whole thing while he's still hopefully weak. A specific phrase from my family history has been frustrating my translation efforts for days. I've even started muttering it to myself. Still struggling with that one, are you? My court shaman hefts a weighty old tome. One simply needs to know where to look. So help me uncover this, Amelie. I like this guy so far. He's been so helpful. Our physician, religious leader, now he's helping me translate as well as fabricating a claim. Yeah, we'll ask him to help. And see how it goes for us. County control is already being improved. Things are fine. All right. I am having the notes from my translation of my family history read back to me when I snap with a sudden understanding. Scribe! Add the following commentary. Unlike sacred stories, this work posits that. Let's see. We gain stress because we're zealous, but we gain prestige as well. Or we can gain 100 piety and get 50 learning experience. That's where we have to go. We need the piety. Ooh, we just watched as wars ended up here and more fragmentation occurs. Bali over here is in rough shape now, actually. And they're not at war. We can move in and counter the county pretty easily, and I think that's what we're going to end up doing. We just need to secure ourselves enough land where we can feel safe among these tribes, basically. So we're going to move right to the capital afterward. A reading of Injuba, Ajuran. The celebrations had come to an end, and the evening's entertainment seemed to be over when Islan, my wife, suggested a reading. A clerk soon arrives, wondering what the guests would like to hear, and I see my chance to impress my waifu. Ooh, let's see. Smoldering chemistry or awkward interaction. So how do we want to do this? Something pious, entertainment, or on the judgment of the stars? Give them something to learn. Let's give them something entertaining. As the clerk reads for us, Hibak seemed completely engrossed. She later approaches me, good choice. Ooh, she liked it. I like when she likes it. My son is terrified of me, but he's a pensive boy and he's 4 now, which is good. And we're moving in. So let's make this, hopefully this fight go well. We have a learning perk. My translation of my family history finally stands complete. My words rest on beautifully illuminated pages, all protected by a lavish cover, as befits the work's importance. The tome has taken pride of place in my library, and every Wadad who reads it is mightily impressed by my efforts. So we got Accomplished Translator, a perk. So Accomplished Translator gives us Piety a month, Prestige a month, and Clergy Opinion up +10. Another Learned thing, and a Lifestyle perk. Man, we have 2 perks now. Different faith opinion of me might not hate us. We're gonna go this way because getting the 20% skills of our counselors added to our own is incredible. Learning level of devotion +2. We are becoming quite the holy leader, I must admit. Uh-oh. That's not good. Who's this? Why does the county of Bali have an insane amount of troops? Uh-oh. Did you pull in an ally? Huh. Interesting. Well, our entire army was just completely obliterated. Why does he have so many men now? Okay. Way out here. I'm gonna go for a Hail Mary and see if I can get the heir and princess married off. Arrange a marriage. And hopefully between me and my son, if I matrilineal it, damn it, it's way too much. Different faith. I have no allies. Oh no. All right, this war is gonna end. I'm gonna try and fight and defend here at home. Nope, and my counselor just got murdered. My beloved wife. The servants have all been sent away, and our bed has been decorated with seashells. As my wife enters our chambers, she smiles affectionately and joins me without hesitation. With the help of hands, mouths, and limbs, we reaffirm the devotion we swore before Wok, perhaps in a more carnal fashion than intended. She becomes our lover, or she just gains opinion. I want her to become our lover, at least. Alright, just as we're about to lose the war I started because they have way more men than I thought. You know what, dude? I should have tried to white peace. What a mess. I can't fight it. There's nothing I can do. Maybe he pulled out, like, some mercs or something and he had the money for it. You've come to see me in a new light? Wow, thank you. Thank goodness. You're my target now because Bali got scary powerful out of nowhere. So you became the one I hate now. Thank God you like me more. And my wife is pregnant. Thank goodness we need more of that. Hey, we should be friends. So let's make sure you don't hate me anymore. Ah. The impressive when I have prowled through documents both ancient and of less certain province. I have finally enough material to claim it. 75? Oh shit, that sucks. I don't have the money for the fabricated claim. Well, on that disappointing end, and mistake will bring our boy home, back to religious relations, and we will depart Juba here. A mixed start, and one filled with tension on all borders. And while he continues to read and further his own personal education, he also thinks of the security of his lone son and his coming unborn child. Will Juba stand the test of time, or will it be devoured by the forces that be?
Oh. Redesign.